Hey, what's up, people? It's been a little bit of time since the last video I made. Been kind of just kicking back, waiting for the other shoe to drop, so to speak. Wondering if the Republicans will actually ever grow a backbone. Now, that'll be a cold day in hell when that actually happens. In a way, I kind of wish this was a Democratic administration. They'd already be behind bars. You're trying to tell me a Democratic administration that leaked the name of a CIA agent wouldn't be behind bars for treason? You bet your ass they would be. But no, we got a bunch of banjo-picking cowards supporting these motherfuckers. That's what gets me. What is it going to take for the good old boy side of this equation to actually be loyal to this country instead of being loyal to their party? Bunch of backwoods, ignorant motherfuckers afraid of their own goddamn shadow is starting to piss me off. I mean, how much clearer do you want it? You already got it straight out from the horse's mouth, or the lying horse's mouth. Coming straight out and saying that they lied to the American people in the news media pertaining to leaking the name of a CIA agent, that every single member of this administration knew what they were doing when they were doing it, and they did it to cover up the fact they lied to go to war, and you all know it. So when is the Republican Party going to take some credit for what they have done to this country? Now, that's the biggest thing, is people on the left has been trying to tell people on the right for a long time the schools are going to shit, the environment's going to shit, and sucking on the corporate ass is just taking our jobs and sending them to China and India as immigration's flooding across the border like never before. Unbelievable. When is the Republican side of this equation, these so-called real conservatives, actually going to grow a backbone, take responsibility for what they have done, and start wanting to prosecute this administration for the shady things they have done? Oh, that's what gets me with this country. What are you, afraid of the truth? I love this. We're the patriot side of the equation. It's funny. I'm labeled an anti-American troop hater when I actually did serve for this country. I actually do believe in what this country was founded on. Too bad that it's gone to its imperialistic roots. Lie, cheat, and steal anything to get at somebody else's resource with an imperialistic mindset of world domination. What has that got us so far? The dollar's dropping like a rock. Oil's up to $100 a barrel. Our high-end jobs are leaving. And like I said before, immigration is flooding across the border. Which reminds me of the last Democratic debate. Something that no other media or no media has actually repeated. And that was Barack Obama's response to immigration. Number one, secure our borders. Number two, go after the employers. The employers in this country have a better chance of being struck by lightning than being prosecuted for hiring illegal immigrants. There's a lot of goddamn truth to that. And that's what it's going to take to solve the problem of illegal immigration, is to enforce your labor laws, prosecute the people that are hiring the illegals. They're the magnets. And you know why they won't do that? Because the biggest magnets to the illegal immigrants are the farmers and the contractors. These so-called good old boy conservative Republican ass-kissing sorry sons of bitches are the ones that are benefiting from the illegal immigrants to begin with. Whether they're picking fruit or a vegetable out of one of their crops, or working on the latest construction site under a subcontractor they know hiring illegal. And the same group of individuals, whether it be that farmer or that contractor, is in the local bar drinking down beer, shooting pool, talking shit about wetbacks. Unbelievable. And now you're trying to use it as a spin factor in the next election. Guaranteed, the right wing is going to try to label the left as the amnesty party or some stupid ignorant shit like that. And like I said, the media, not one repeat on what Barack Obama said concerning illegal immigrants. The fact that you need to go after the employer. But the biggest thing that's in the news right now is Scott McCallum. I mean, coming straight out and saying, hey, I was lied to by this administration and I passed that lie on to the American people. And we all know that the reason that Valerie Plane's name was leaked to begin with was in fact that her husband went over there and proved that there was no such thing as collaboration with Niger to get yellow cake uranium for nuclear weapons, which was all bullshit to begin with. The Downing Street Minutes pointed that out as well, that this administration was bound and determined to go to war with Iran using weapons of mass destruction as the bullshit reason to feed the general population. Britain already had the number on this administration way beforehand. Along with Valerie Plame proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this administration lied to get this country into war. Where are the people that voted for this administration now? What, they don't get any responsibility for what they have done? No, the Republican Party gets a free ride on just about anything. This country will blame a Democrat for not getting our troops out, whether it be they could have cut off the funding or whatever. It's starting to get really fucking pathetic when the so-called backbone of America, blue-collar working conservative, don't give a goddamn about this country. They care more about a political party than they do this country. And don't climb up on that moral high ground saying you're a patriot when you lie to send our guys to war. Then you send them over there ill-equipped to do their job. And then you treat them like shit when they come home. When 25% of the homeless are veterans, that tells you straight out that this country really doesn't care about its veterans, especially this administration. When you got somebody that got an enlistment bonus and they're trying to collect money from that election bonus or enlistment bonus because they got a leg blown off in Iraq, therefore they didn't fulfill their contract, so they owe the government money for that enlistment bonus? Oh, how cold-blooded is that? Like I've said before, and I'll say again, unfortunately, it's going to take the people that got us into this mess to be the ones that get us out. And that's these country bumpkins. Good old people, good people. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I hate on conservative country folk that are, go to church on weekends or on Sunday. What gets me is the hypocrite. The one that lies, cheats, and steals and plays that religion high ground while he's behind the barn smoking a joint, talking shit about a stoner. Hypocrisy is beyond, it's out of control in this country. Especially when it pertains to politics and the Republican Party. They're the biggest hypocrites that walk the face of the earth. Claim moral high ground and lie to go to war. And there's enough information out to know goddamn good and well this administration lied us into war, leaked the name of a CIA agent to cover up that fact. So when is the Republican Party themselves, the people, the general population that vote Republican, going to grow a backbone and take responsibility for what you have done? Labeling people like me a baby killer for pointing out the fact that your schools are going to shit? Your health care is going through the roof. Your high-end jobs are being outsourced to foreign countries. Not only are they being outsourced, they're being subsidized to get outsourced. Our hard-earned money is going to the corporate side of the equation so they can relocate. All that underneath the so-called conservative administration. Simply put, when are the Republican Party, or the people that call themselves Republican, going to wake up and realize that your party done left you? And if you still support what the Republicans represent, in my book, you are the enemy. You're the biggest threat to my country. You're living proof that you'll lie, cheat, and steal and do anything for loyalty for a party and a corrupt administration and a higher end corporate side of the equation. You don't care about the youth. You don't care about kids. You don't care about grandma. You care more about stock options when you can't even afford to buy stock is what gets me. The blue-collar workers of this country better wake up and realize that you're in the same boat, whether you live in a ghetto or a trailer park. And that's about all the time I got. Later.